With its intimidating looks and gobsmacking performance, this is the Dodge Charger Hellcat. 707 brake horsepower with the quickest 0 to 60 miles per hour launch I've been in a four-door saloon. This cannot keep its rubber onto the ground. The Pirelli P0275s aren't enough to hold this car. This is tail happy. This is the most exciting four-door saloon I've ever driven. Think E63, C63, M3, four-door saloons, German rivals. This thing here was built to contend against them. And boy does it do it even better in terms of performance. It may not be as comfortable, it may not be as great in quality and finish, but this thing is demonic. It's a Hellcat. It's straight out of hell. It is exciting, and now it's time to take it to the streets just to see how demonized this car is. With 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in only 3.4 seconds, this Hellcat is a beast. You plant your foot down, it's sensational. Right now, it's in 500 horsepower mode. You go to your center display, all you have to do is, you can select your apps section, then you go to SRT mode, and there you have it. You've got track, sport, custom, and auto. Select track, 707 horsepower is unleashed. And those tails, the tail just kicks out and the tires cannot grip this car any further onto this road. It is sensational. This is amazing for a car of this size. That magnitude of speed and performance is unbelievable. Just, yeah, gobsmacking. Really, really gobsmacking. I've driven the AMGs and let me tell you, they don't perform on a straight line like this can. They do handle slightly better, I'll tell you that. This does take corners okay, but it's got really thick 275s up front, 275s at the rear, so all four corners are the same thickness in tire size, but that doesn't help in actually turning into the corners. You can feel it. I've got these windy roads right now and it's just different. Putting your foot down and my god, that supercharger, you can hear it. It's just, yeah, it's phenomenal, this beast. It is so big. The whole car is just big. You can feel its sheer proportions are big. It feels very weighted. It's typical of all cars like this. They really are. These American muscle cars, they're nice V8s, but they're just so heavy. It's a different drive altogether, but I can tell you now, it has a fun aspect about it. This car has so much creature comforts. You've got comfortable seats, so the minute you sit in them, they're completely leather, it's all comfortable. However, the dash and the door cards are all in plastic, which I don't like. And then there's this carbon fiber look-alike on the center dash and center console. And then on the speedo, you've got all these numbers everywhere, so you can get confused. But on the screen here, it's actually got everything that you want to use, and on the center console, there isn't too many buttons. So it's so easy. There's just a key stick lever, you can put it in your drive mode, and that's it. But one thing that this car is very unique, it's like a Bugatti, you can say, how they had two keys, one for more power and one for less. Well, you've got a red key. This red key unleashes the 707 brake horsepower. You've got a black key that only gives you 500 horsepower. But in terms of, say, when you drive this car on the streets, this car is very usable. You can have 2 adults up front and even 3 in the rear. It sits 5 people. And you can take 5 people in a car that screams like that with a bellowing V8. that actually wails. You just don't understand how loud this thing is when you plant it. It is just so much fun. It's just got so much power to it. The grunt, it's a brute force. 707 brake horsepower. It's just so much fun. It's so much more fun than the E63 and the C63 sedans. You put your foot halfway down the throttle, it just kicks out. It's just crazy the way it loses traction. And when you have traction control on and you're in normal street mode or whatever you want to drive in auto, it's just so different. It's so civilized. You can drive this car, the wife can drive this car, anybody can. Hell, even a grandma can drive this car because it is that easy to drive in that mode. But in the crazy Hellcat demonic mode, it's scary. No problem when you throw it into corners, although it does seem scary when you put your foot down and it screams and it loses traction. Yeah, the tyres up front are too thick, as you would say, for 275s up front. You'd want it to have maybe 225s, 235s, so you can point into the corner a lot better. But one thing, this is hydraulic steering, and with hydraulic steering means it's raw, it's mechanical, it's real. It's not electronically assisted, so you can still feel that road feedback a lot more than other modern day cars. The suspension is soft, so it is a silky smooth ride on the road, which is something that you got to give it as an added bonus to this car. And the sound, V8 supercharged 6.2 litre sound is just insane. I like it. This car is all about having so much fun, and believe me, it wants to burn rubber at every instant that it could. It is just crazy right now. If you can hear that supercharger winding up, it's phenomenal. It's got cup holders, it's got lush leather seats, very soft Napa leather. The only downfall is the door cards, the dash, they're in plastic. So typical American quality of car, but it's all about that brute American V8 muscle. That's all this car's about, and it really ticks all the boxes when you think about that. The Charger is an original iconic superhero. It was the fastest car back in the time when it first came out in the 60s, and now again, I think when they first released this, it was the quickest saloon in the world, 0 to 100, and the most powerful as well. And not to mention, the top speed is 324 kilometers per hour. That is insane. That is brutal in a car like this that can kick its ass end like that and just have so much fun. How many other cars can you have that much fun in? They can sit a whole family and has a boot space that is just unbelievably massive. I haven't seen a boot that big in a long time, and it's got so much interior cabin space. As I said, it doesn't handle the best, but it just performs so damn well. You can just have so much fun, especially with that power, that V8 brute. You can hear that exhaust always bellowing. It's just screaming, just wants to be unleashed. It's the Hellcat. What else do you expect? It's demonic, it's crazy, it's insane, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Right now, I can say that this is one of my favorite American muscle V8 cars. It's a Dodge Charger. Well done.